All right, welcome back. So this is where we stopped, right? We are in our file here. Or let me just go back and start from the beginning. So the first thing to you navigate to your TribeEdit app, you click it, and then you go to your menu, workspace, then the batch 5 folder that you opened. You click it, and you click on your introduction.html. That's your file. So right now we are in the workspace. Okay, so the first thing you want to do here is to learn the HTML skeleton. All right, that's, for example, if you have for you to build a wardrobe, you first need to use some wood, some, they call it 2 by 2, right? Some 2 by 2 or 2 by 3 wood to nail a skeleton together. Okay, it is on that skeleton you will now put your plank, your HDF wood, your plastic wherever it is needed or whatever to build that wardrobe. Okay, so for the HTML skeleton, once you click on your workspace, the first thing you type, okay, first let me introduce you to the keyboards here. The keyboard up here above your device keyboard is the TribeEdit keyboard. Inside those keyboard, we have different tags, different tools you'll be using to write your codes. Then underneath it is your device keyboard, right? Are we together? Okay. So for you to write the HTML skeleton, the first thing you do is to hit the greater than button. You will find it, you can see it on your device keyboard, but for a quick one, you find it in the TribeEdit keyboard up there. So this is it here, greater than. Sorry, lesser than first. You click your lesser than button, you see it appear on the workspace there. Then you type HTML. Then you close it with the greater than button. So you notice something. Immediately I input the greater than, another tag of HTML appeared in front immediately. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Once I put the greater than button, a closing tag appears in front immediately. Let me break it down by putting the tab. You get the tab. You see this button at the middle right of your device. If you press it, it will float out. Then you see a tab, or you can simply use your device button, the tab button on your device. Okay. If I bring it down, I'll put it in the middle. In the middle, that's after the first greater than, and I bring it down so that your work can be neat. Okay, so this one up here is what we call the opening tag of the HTML, opening tag, and the one down here is called the closing tag. So the difference between the opening tag and the closing tag is the forward slash button. This forward slash button here, that's just the difference, right? Okay, so the next thing you are going to do is to, in between the HTML, the opening tag and the closing tag, you put your head, that is, you put your lesser than sign, type in head, and close it with your greater than sign. It automatically closes with a closing tag too. You break it down as well. Then in between the head, you have your title. Open it with your lesser than sign, type in title, close it with your greater than, it automatically close. Then inside that title, you give your work a title. Okay, so for the purpose of this training, let's name it, let's give it intro. Okay, that's the title. You'll be understanding that as we proceed. Okay, So that's inside the head. When I say inside, that is in between the closing tag of the head, the opening tag of the head, and the closing tag of the head. Our head is in between the opening tag of the HTML and closing tag of HTML. Are we together? Yes. So now title is in between the head. Then you come down here outside the head, but still inside HTML. Are we together? You break it down outside the head. You can see that my cursor is outside the head tags, but I'm still in between the HTML. I don't know if we are together. My title is in between the head, inside the head. But now my cursor is outside the head. So outside the head, we have what we call body. I open my lesser than sign. I type body. Then I close it. It closes as well. I break it down as normal. So now, inside this body, that's where all your codes will be written. What it simply means is that if you open a website, everything you are viewing on that website, let's say you open Facebook, for example, everything you are seeing on Facebook, the pictures, the texts, the content, the anything at all you are seeing on a website, there are things that are written inside this body. Are we together? Good. So now, what I'm about to do, you may not understand it yet, but as the class progresses, you understand.